Oh, wait. You're telling me, Will, that you didn't enjoy that game?
I'm telling you right now, I did not.
Well, you're telling me you didn't enjoy watching the Broncos shat away what could have been a win against the Eagles.
I don't know if it could have been a win, to be honest, based on the way they played. I don't think they could have beaten anybody today. I mean, they made Jalen Hurts look like Phil Simms in Super Bowl 21 in the first half. And then in the second half, Teddy Bridgewater pulled up on a potential game-saving tackle. I don't think the effort was there in terms of, playing the Eagles, playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or playing the 8-1 Detroit Lions.
So you're saying you didn't enjoy it?
I think what is the opposite of enjoyment? It was that. I don't have a thesaurus on me, but it was that.
Yeah.
It was that
like
bad.
Semen going back into you the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, haven't tried that yet.
Well, you should, Will. Welcome to the That's Good Broncos podcast.
It's called a turkey baster.
Recap. The Broncos just lost to the Eagles 30-13 in a game where the Broncos couldn't even score a garbage time touchdown. That's how bad things went for the Broncos. Today's episode brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up at DraftKings. They'll take care of you. They'll take care of your sweet, sweet arses. Also, Benchwarmer Brew, my coffee company. You can always check that out at benchwarmerbrew.com, but only if you like good quality coffee. Basically the opposite to professional football in Colorado right now. My coffee beans are better than the Broncos. Easiest thing I've ever said this year.
Yeah, it's a slam dunk.
Okay, well. So this game changed. The moment the Broncos go for it on 4th and 1, hand off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon fumbles. Darius Slay picks up the fumble, does about 2 circles running around before he tricks all of the offense into Tecmo bowling behind him, basically.
Yeah.
And then he just ran in for a very long touchdown. The play that Teddy gave up on. Teddy had a chance to make a tackle. And the more I rewatch the lowlights of Teddy, the worse it looks. Because he could have just thrown his shoulder into Darius Slay's hips or legs and maybe tackled him. But Slay takes it to the house. And that was a 7-point swing, possibly 14, possibly 10. The Broncos were in the red zone. After that, the team had no life. All life was taken from them, and we watched them die a slow, painful death. I mean, the defense held Philly to a field goal after that, so the defense kept playing. I'll respect the defense.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, they kept getting gashed on the ground. It's not like Philly was trying to do anything other than bleed the clock and get points.
Oh, you mean the Broncos down another starting linebacker? Sucked against the run today?
Yeah, no, they did. I think Philly ended up with over 200 yards rushing. It felt like 400.
160. Oh, yeah. They got 210, 215. But they've been doing that week to week. 48 yards for Javonte Williams, 45 yards for Melvin Gordon. Felt like they could have ran the ball with those guys more. Pat Shurmur
I don't know how many carries Javonte got, but it wasn't enough.
8.
Yeah, so you should be like 15, right?
Yeah, let me bring up the stat sheet here.
But yeah, let's talk about the fumble, because that's the big play. That's the play on everybody's mind. And
the fumble came in the third quarter. The Broncos were down 20-13.
Correct.
And they were getting close to scoring. And I like that they went for it on 4th and 1.
I do too.
I guess based on Melvin Gordon's history, I don't know if he's the guy you want there, but he was running the ball very effectively. But so is Javonte Williams. Now, if you go back to before they beat the Cowboys and the Washington football team game, both Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon fumbled on the
Yeah.
Broncos' final offensive series that gave the football team a chance to win. So I don't know if there's like a guy you lean on in that situation. Everybody wants to say, Gordon fumbles at horrible times. We've seen it throughout his career. Why not go with Javonte there? I can get behind that. But again, both those guys fumbled just 2 weeks ago. But that changed any chance.
Yeah, Melvin's got the history there of fumbling. It's kind of, a trend over the course of his career. But you know what? You can't live your life being afraid of fumbling the football as a play caller, right? You have your players. You kind of just have to give them the ball and hope for the best at this point.
Yep.
Something to work on, certainly, over the offseason if you're Melvin Gordon. But you like the call to go for it. I don't know if it was the most creative play to just, kind of run a dive or power or whatever it is into a defensive line that's pretty stout. But
yeah,
you cough
like
up the
it,
football,
though,
right?
because they ran behind. Let's shout out Quinn Miners, who I thought had a pretty good game. Rookie guard filling in, opening up some nice running lanes.
He was one of the best players on the whole team today, I thought.
Yeah. So they run
Seriously.
to. No, you're right. No, they run to his side, so they're having success. I don't mind that. I don't mind calling a play to what has been your strength through the game, and running in that direction was. And they would have picked up the first down had
Probably.
Gordon not fumbled. It was going to be close, but he started to fumble that ball right as contact came. I don't know if it got punched out or...
It got punched out.
Okay.
But a couple of things on that play where people are starting to argue now about people who are mad at Teddy for not making the tackle, not even trying to make the tackle more accurately. And then people who are mad at Teddy for saying, why aren't you mad at Melvin Gordon? Here's what we can do is instead of trying to conflate the two, we can be mad at Melvin Gordon for fumbling. Say, hey, you shouldn't have done that. That was bad. Don't do that again. And then we can separate that and turn it into two halves of the same play and say independently, Teddy Bridgewater should have attempted to make a tackle on that play. And here's where I come down on that. And I'm curious to see what you think too, is if you're Teddy Bridgewater, and yeah, we have to take into the context that he had one of the worst injuries that we've seen in the sport over the last decade in 2016. He's not a big guy. He's not, we're not expecting him to go like Andrew Luck against USC or maybe it was Cal back in the day.
Right.
And force a fumble or anything as a quarterback. But the very least you have to do in that situation is pretend, act, just make it look like you gave any sort of effort.
Just dive and throw your arm out.
Yeah. Just take a swing at it. Or Peyton Manning, he kind of had the right idea is he just got in the way.
Yeah.
And
Peyton Manning was surprisingly good at stopping pick sixes.
Yeah,
at least when he played for the Broncos.
I saw a clip of him just now, making a tackle against a Chiefs player back in, I think, 2013, making a really nice touchdown-saving tackle. But, obviously, the same thing happened with Tom Brady a few weeks ago when he threw that pick six at the end of the Saints game. And people are saying, yeah, that's the right move because Baker got hurt earlier this season trying to make a tackle. Andy Dalton got hurt. We've seen it time and time again. Going back to Terrell Davis, here's the thing. Those teams were destined for the playoffs. And so you're saving that effort and you're trying to keep your guys healthy because you know that you're going to the playoffs. Also, Teddy is not on the same level as Tom Brady or Terrell Davis or whoever you want to throw out, even 2015 Andy Dalton. He's not that guy. He's not a guy whose job is guaranteed for the rest of the season either. And that's a game that they had to win to have a chance to go to the playoffs. So
Yeah,
what are
it
you
would have.
saving it for? You have to, you have to leave that all out on the field, right?
Yeah, I think in
That's
that
my
situation too,
take.
like the game was still winnable there.
Very much so.
And the defense, the reason the Broncos were driving is the defense had just picked off Jalen Hurts. Like they just made a great play
Yeah.
to get the ball back. So you've got to believe that your defense is going to, give you something there.
You got to give
And
them a chance to make a stop, right?
a win today would have put the Broncos after tonight's Raiders Chiefs game tied for first place in the AFC West.
Oh, man. I
They're
don't
still
even
at the
want to think
bottom.
about it.
It'll be a game back. Like this division's still winnable. They head into the bye week. This was Teddy's worst game, I thought. Just based on how it felt. I don't know statistically if it was, but it just he was okay.
No.
But he didn't do anything to help. Like he did nothing. He does nothing to elevate the team to another level.
So one of the notes that I made is the last note I made when I was really fed up. Is Teddy is wasting a lot of talent at wide receiver and tight end.
Fair enough. And Alberto had a huge play in this game.
Yeah.
64-yard run that I think did not result in a touchdown or 60 catch and run.
Yeah, they settled for a field goal.
Broncos had a field goal block
play
as
calling.
well. Yeah, Broncos had.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another week, another special teams gaff.
Yeah. So what were you going to say about Teddy? He's wasting the receiver.
He's wasting talent at wide receiver. Yeah. Let's look at the. I wish we could filter out like after they were down 17 because that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But for most of the game, Sutton had one catch for 21 yards. Tim Patrick had one catch. A few targets. 7 combined targets to the running backs. That's too many in my opinion compared to the other guys. They weren't. Yeah, he missed a huge go route to Jerry Jeudy that could have been a touchdown potentially.
That was the fourth quarter, right?
And it just he was throwing it short of the sticks the whole game and taking the check down. I know it's kind of a cliche to call him a check down artist, but it was definitely apparent today. You just feel like you've got 2 of the best jump ball receivers in the league in Courtland Sutton and Tim Patrick, and they're being wasted. Like Courtland Sutton's got 3 catches for 38 yards in the last 2 weeks. That's a top 15 wide receiver potentially.
No bueno.
It's a waste.
Yeah, and Teddy overthrew Jerry Jeudy so far when he had Jerry Jeudy breaking. That's a touchdown that you could say maybe got the Broncos back in the game. And then even in garbage time, Teddy scrambles. He had, I think it was Alberto in the back of the end zone. I can't really remember.
It was Patrick.
Was it Tim Patrick?
Yeah.
And he just overthrew him by like 5 feet too.
Yeah.
And Patrick was right there. The fade route to Tim Patrick was it the first quarter as a end zone fade where they threw it and his foot was out. Did they score a touchdown after that, or did they settle for 3?
They settled. That was the play on 3rd and goal.
That was 3rd and goal after a couple.
That was after the Alberto
failed pass attempts. It was a failed pass attempt, and then they got stuffed on the run, and then they tried the 3rd and goal, right? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to play calling.
It's hard to remember which shitty series of plays happened at what point in the game after a game. And like the Washington game, okay, so the Broncos barely beat Washington. It was the least excited we were ever about a win because it did not feel like a win. Then they destroy the Cowboys. Handle them. We're given this false hope. Today they play the Eagles, and we got what this team really is. It's a team that once they get close to the red zone, they start making mistakes. Different week, different mistakes. Whether before with Washington, it was like penalties and bad things. This was missed opportunities, blown up plays. Every time they go to it was again, we were joking about it during the live stream. Once the Broncos get to the 30, they're going to start fucking up. They're going to start going the wrong way. And it happened. Yeah. They had a field goal blocked. They had the 4th down fumble thing. They had another series where they just ended up settling for a field goal, and that somehow felt like a win. So the play calling, we can't even blame on Shermer this week either, because Shermer was not there. So it was Mike Shula in his first game. Mike Shula was just really another Pat Shermer. You could not tell the difference.
Yeah, no more offensive coordinators with sh in their last name.
Yeah, no sh.
No sh.
I accidentally called Pat Shermer Shat Shermer in the stream, and people really liked that.
Yeah, it might be the new nickname going forward.
Yeah, and maybe the Broncos' first touchdown drive was really set up by a taunting penalty on the Eagles. So even when they scored, it seemed like they needed some help.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. A few plays I think that we haven't talked about yet. It doesn't even feel particularly relevant, but the Jalen Hurts scrambles out to the right and throws the bomb to Javonte Smith, because I thought that was a pretty good play by Surtain.
The touchdown.
Smith kind of made a better play.
Was that their opening drive touchdown?
That was their second possession.
Yeah,
so that put them up.
Yeah,
10
that was just a great Eagles play. That's Hurts making a perfect throw that was perfectly covered by Surtain. That was just more perfectly caught by Javonte Smith.
It's like Hurts you can't be mad at in the first half.
Yeah, you can't be mad at Surtain in that situation.
No.
Although Surtain almost had a pick that went through his hands and then went into, I think it was Javonte Smith's hands, and then Javonte dropped it, and I was like, oh, thank God. Because that was almost identical situation where like Pat Surtain's about to make an amazing play, and then it was almost a bad play, but luckily they dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that he's always in position, which is true, but you still have to have the ball skills to make the play. That's a big part of it.
Skills. And Surtain was playing a little hurt, knee contusion or knee sprain or something, so not 100% out there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Kyle Fuller got beat on a touchdown. Fuller.
That he did.
To Smith. He was just never even able to cover him. I thought
go ahead.
I was going to say, I thought Jalen Hurts looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, and he had a touchdown dropped like right before the end of the half. His best throw of the day got dropped by Quez Watkins.
Watkins. It was a long touchdown pass right into Watkins' hands. So Hurts could have had 3 touchdowns, 53 rushing yards. 53 rushing yards on the day. He gives you a lot. And through the first half, he had a very similar first half to Mac Jones today, who I think both QBs through their first half only missed 2 passes. They were each like 13 to 15. And but that was close to the first half. And then I think they're trying to move down the field and there's some drop passes. Plus, the Eagles lost Dallas Goedert early in this game. Thank God, because he was dicing up the Broncos. Like, if he doesn't go down, this might be even worse. It was a head injury. I hope he's okay. But, like, it is a game that after that Cowboys game, you have to win. And not only did the Broncos not win it, they lost it. They lost the game.
It hurts, too, to lose that game at home. Like, it was a game where, you have the all orange uniforms. You're coming off of the best win in the last 2-3 years against a marquee NFL team. And you get just like stomped by a 3-6 team. A 3-6 team
Momentum.
at home.
Momentum means nothing to the Broncos, I feel like.
Unless it's negative momentum.
They're good at snowballing that negative momentum.
Yeah. If you need a team to quickly lose 4 in a row, they can do it in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know where you've got a
luckily, they
better
have bye
chance?
next week.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Bye is coming at the right time. I was going to say, you know where you probably won't lose 4 in a row? DraftKings Sportsbook.
Nice.
Check out their sexy legal disclaimer. Look how sexy that is. Football fans, who's ready to score some free bets? Well, now you can when you bet on any football game this week with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers who bet just $1 on either team to score can win $100 in free bets. When a team scores, you score. Scoregami, scorekaki. We got it all at DraftKings Sportsbook. Customers can also get skin in the game with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. You might be able to bet how many times should the Broncos run the ball versus how many they really do. I don't think you can, but I would know how to bet on that one. DraftKings, safe, secure, reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code DNVR, just those letters, DNVR. Bet $1 on either team to score and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with code DNVR. This week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay, got Dylan Roberts, who was in the whole stream until his wife made him mute me so she could watch anime. Dylan back with the $5 super chat. Still want to see a recap. Oh. Also, the Broncos are who I thought they were. It hurts. Yeah, I might give a briefer recap. I'm trying to think of an angle for this game. It's probably going to be something like, yeah, but remember,
read something really clickbaity.
Yeah,
we gotta hook him in with some clickbait. That's where the real
is
money
Jalen
is.
Hurts the best quarterback in the league?
Is Teddy Bridgewater a coward?
Should the Broncos start Brett Rippon next week?
That's not even clickbait. That's a yes. I mean, you can't really start anybody during a bye week, but still.
Should the Broncos use their bye week to get Brett Rippon to play after?
Should the Broncos decline having a bye week and just
take another L?
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
know.
that could be an option. You have two bad teams who are on a bye week at the same time, can opt to forfeit their bye week, and the winner of that game gets to sit out the rest of the season. Huh?
I like it. I think you might be onto something.
Am I onto something?
I would say so. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of glad we get a week away from this team at this point.
Yeah, no, I need a break.
I don't need
Next week's going to be so nice. No recap of the Broncos game. Just watch Red Zone. Have that best and worst script tight.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to believe that, at this point, you're not even below 500 and it feels like it's over.
Yeah,
it's
a very flawed team. Trevor, our man, our Patreon friend, whose work we made easier this year, honestly, with the $10 super chat. Well, looks like not calling out of work today was the right choice. Not sure why we didn't give Javonte the ball there instead of Gordon. He seems to have a big fumbling problem at bad times. Yeah.
Agreed.
It's an issue. I mean, it was a good defensive play.
We got to give the ball to Andrew Beck there.
Ooh, fullback.
I don't think Beck gets the first down, but he doesn't fumble. So, call to wash. Still not a touchdown.
Fair enough. Yeah, and then we got Raiders Chiefs tonight. That'll be interesting. I kind of hope the Raiders win and are on top.
Yeah, why not? Just have the most dysfunctional team leading the most dysfunctional division.
Yep, totally.
Sure.
Well, I mean, there's a good chance Melvin Gordon wasn't coming back next year anyway, but yeah, this does not help him coming back. Where's Mike Boone, too? Why did they even make a play for Mike
He had
Boone if they're never
a
going to use him?
groin injury
Still?
today.
Oh, today.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think he's gotten, like 2 carries this whole year?
Yeah.
Like he and Demarie Crockett have the same usage, but just about. But I don't know. Boone was kind of a special teams contributor, was supposed to be. Man, I don't know how Tom McMahon's still employed at this point.
No, I don't know how Tom
Like
McMahon's
speak
employed.
about another man's job, but
you're fired.
He shouldn't be employed, maybe ever again.
Not in the NFL.
In any profession.
He could coach high school basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
all of his kid shots will get blocked.
Here's just a thought. The Broncos let go of Royce Freeman because they had Mike Boone. Royce Freeman, pretty good back in terms of catching passes out of the backfield. Now, they can get some passes to Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon actually has very good hands. But if there's something this team doesn't do well, it's screen plays and passes to the running backs. Maybe that area would have been a little better if you had Royce Freeman. You were hoping Mike Boone would be ready. We were excited about him, but just the thought. That's an area that I don't know, maybe a little better, but doesn't matter.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't think the third running back on the depth chart makes a difference either way, but
I think it makes all the differences.
I would like to see Javonte Williams get more carries than Melvin Gordon every week, but I've only been saying that for a few months now.
Javonte needs like 16 carries minimum. 16 carries minimum. 10 to Gordon. Again, Gordon had some nice plays. He had back-to-back 8-yard runs in this game. Let me go. Where are my notes? What happened after that? Because it was bad. Okay. Gordon, 8-yard run. Gordon, 8-yard run. Javonte Williams, touchdown. Negated.
Oh, that was the worst.
Albert O, illegal block in the back after the touchdown was negated. So the Broncos are sitting in 2nd and 20. That's the curse of the 30, pushing them the wrong way. And then they settle for 3. So even when Javonte Williams does score touchdowns, it's called back. I guess the hold was, it can get called sometimes. You see a lot of times it's not called. It was ticky-tacky. The block in the back, yeah, that's fine, whatever. But that's the thing, mistakes. One way or another.
I didn't feel like he needed to hold on that touchdown either. I felt like he was going to, spring free for at least a first down either way.
You should have let that guy go just so Javonte Williams could have embarrassed him, because that's what would have happened.
Could have picked up another angry run.
Exactly.
Dick Cheese, 2011, chiming in.
You can read it? You want me to read it?
Yeah, no, I can read. I'm literate. Now that the trade deadline has passed, I'm very, very sad. Same. You guys ever been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? I live in Canton.
Wow.
Maybe
I have not.
Road trip.
Will and I need a road trip there.
Yeah.
We should have went this last time when all those Broncos were put in, That
would have been pretty sweet. Yeah, who knows when we'll get another Hall of Famer.
I would love to get out there. It's kind of tricky because it's away from the big cities. Daniel Flores.
We'll stay at Richard's house.
Yeah, we'll just stay at Richard's. We'll watch anime with his wife. Thank you for the super chat, Daniel.
Thank you very much.
Bronco Broad, $10 super. So over boring Teddy, 2 yards. Vic's disdain for Locke is going to get him fired. At least Locke would be entertaining. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I agree with everything. I don't know how much more entertaining Locke would be.
He'd be boom or bust.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm willing to try it.
Yeah, I don't care if Locke starts the rest of the season. I don't care if Rippin starts the rest of the season. I don't care if Teddy starts the rest of the season, because I don't think any of those guys are the answer. And honestly, today, Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson didn't look like the answer either.
We're screwed. Well,
but at least we didn't tie the Lions in overtime like the Steelers.
yeah. Well, let's talk about
good
it.
for the Lions, but
you would have thought the way they played, you would have thought we cursed the Steelers. But
I know.
The curse lives on.
Curse.
The curse hit back to back on Saturday and Sunday. By the way,
you want to bet on something? Take a look at my curse for the week.
Yeah, really, no kidding. Caleb Williams, our number one quarterback on the power rankings, the college football power rankings.
We both thought Caleb was number one, right? Like,
no, yeah, I legitimately thought that.
Smaller sample size, but you're like, oh shit, this guy is legit. Then he gets benched after we put him number one in our college football quarterback power rankings episode.
Yeah,
and then the Cardinals were at number one in the power rankings, and they got the wheel of pain, double curse, and they get the doors blown off them by the Panthers, specifically Cam Newton returning from the grave.
Undefeated.
Yeah,
PJ Walker does not lose.
Yeah, PJ Walker.
No touchdowns either, though.
No, but he's going to get the well, I mean, you had PJ Walker playing today. You had Trevor Siemian almost. Did the Saints win?
No. They were close.
Almost.
They were close.
Trevor
2-point conversion away.
Oh, yeah, they didn't get the 2-point play. Trevor Siemian is the best quarterback, the best backup quarterback at almost leading comebacks, but not. So 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, Trevor did that. The Cardinals, Colt McCoy got hurt. I don't even know. I can't even remember the name of the backup. I learned it
Strevler?
today. Yeah, Strevler.
Strevler, yeah. I didn't see very much of that game, obviously, because it was on during Broncos, Eagles, but I did see Cam Newton score a touchdown and immediately get penalized for taking his helmet off.
Yeah. Being excited after a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right. Richard Cheese. You guys stay in a nearby hotel with baby Perna. I take Jess on a tour of the fame. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Are you trying to steal my wife, Richard? Trevor Price, Super Chat. Pats Eagles Super Bowl this year. Pats win by 55, and we can all finally admit Brady is a fraud, and it was all Belichick all along. Yeah. Well, I feel like they need to beat a better team than the Eagles, but I like where your head's at, Trevor. I like where your head's at. Evan, Super Chat. This is all on play calling for me. 19 runs today versus 38 runs last week. I don't blame Teddy for not tackling. Would you want Manning to try and tackle? We just talked about it. Manning.
No, I wouldn't want Manning to try and tackle, but Teddy's not Manning. He's Teddy.
Yeah. And Peyton Manning made some game-saving tackles.
Check it out.
I need to find those. I need to put those in my recap.
Yeah, someone tweeted a good one. He gets in the way. Just get in the way. Like, the play's right in front of you. At least make him veer into another defender.
Yeah.
You don't have to, put your shoulder into it or anything.
I remember using Manning's tackling ability as a way to make him superior to Tom Brady when Manning was still playing. Like, I saw Tom whiff on a touchdown or a pick six tackling attempt. And then I showed a couple examples of Manning doing it correctly.
Yeah. Peyton Manning blew up Dante Whitner that one time against the Browns, 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I do. Thomas Abraham, Super Chat. How much do you think the Saints offered for Teddy, and would you have taken that trade? Yeah, we learned that the Saints called about Teddy before the trade deadline. Man. I mean, if you got another second or third round draft pick at this point, it's probably worth it.
I don't think they offered that much.
They probably don't have that to even give.
Yeah.
The Saints trade away draft picks like the Rams.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Obviously, if you knew that they were only going to go 1-1 after the trade deadline, you'd probably say, yeah.
It's hard because Teddy was perfect last week for the way you thought this Broncos team could work, which is a very efficient play on defense, and a solid run game where your quarterback's going to take advantage of openings in the passing game, not create them, but take advantage of them when they're there and safely guide you to a couple touchdowns and not turn the ball over.
Right.
Turns out that is not a formula for sustained success.
Doing it against the Cowboys, no problem. Doing it 2 weeks in a row against a 3-6 team at home, can't do it.
Big problem. Against the
It's a
worst
tall
team.
order.
Okay. I don't think we have anything left to contribute, Will. Do you have any
No.
notes before we leave tonight's miserable podcast?
Let's see.
I apologize for the Broncos.
Yeah, I would like to apologize as well.
Yeah.
I
said
just
it
wanted
first,
to say
though,
sorry.
so
I
mine's a little more
apologize more. I did write down Albert O O'Reilly. I think that could become a thing potentially.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah.
Broncos need some auto parts. Mecha Fishman, Super Chat, Perna, and Sexy Keys. Who you want for a head coach? I don't know. Wanted Kellen Moore, right? Then he looked horrible.
He was back to Kellen Moore today.
I liked Brian Dable, and then I haven't been a fan of his play calling for a few weeks, although Buffalo looked better today, but also Buffalo played the Jets.
Right.
I don't know. Can we try for John Harbaugh again?
Yeah, let's get John Harbaugh again.
Can John Harbaugh just leave the Ravens?
Mike Shanahan,
That's
Kyle
dumb, right?
Shanahan. There's got to be like a Kyle
Get us
Shanahan
both
had like
Shanahans.
a 11-year-old son that we can just pop in there. Give him a headset. Let's do
Mike
that.
is head coach. Kyle is offensive coordinator. John Lynch is left alone in San Francisco. Sorry, John. We've got a GM. Or him and George co-GM together. And then they can tell each other all of the bad decisions they shouldn't do.
Yeah. Don't trade up for Trey Lance.
Okay.
I don't know. That might be the right move. Who knows?
Yeah. It's hard to say at this point.
Play like one game.
David S. Super Chat. This is what happens when you are full of hate. Football gods are punishing you for hating on the Pats and Brady. Try football love. I don't think that's how it works, David.
Dave.
No fan base is more hateful than the Patriots fans, David. You know who else is pretty bad? Chiefs fans. And both those teams won Super Bowls recently. I do
Not
a lot
coincidence.
of love. I do a lot of love. All right, last Super Chat, and then we're leaving. The Fredzilla. If the Broncos go 9-8, does that keep Fangio? I'm back on no. This week you're like, this guy can't get the team ready week to week. Plain and simple.
Agreed.
All right. Appreciate you guys watching, listening to the podcast. We'll be back picking the games midweek. Don't have to do a prediction this week because it's bye, but
we can still predict it. The Broncos versus the bye week.
Ooh, do the Broncos win the bye week, Will?
If they can stay healthy during the bye week, that's a victory in my eyes. Yeah.
If they can remember to
point
run
and a half
the ball.
to the bye week.
Point and a half. Bye week wins. Good night.
And John Elway plays his entire career with one ACL.
And good luck. And you just listen to the worst close and